St. Joe Live Movie Reviews, brought to you by Reese Nichols.
Hello everybody, we are here to review the latest James Bond movie, the 24th entry into the series and the 4th with Daniel Craig. Bob, you are a longtime James Bond fan.
Yeah, this goes back for a while. It's a nice Bond form this time around. It's not the greatest Bond film, but it's a good Bond film. We're back to that format that we remember back from the Sean Connery and Roger Moore era, where you have those things, those weird villains, the countdown clock, the lair, all those things that made Austin Powers so funny when we joked
Right.
about it years ago. That's returned to form, and that was nice to see. Unfortunately, you have a really bloated story here that really doesn't really go anywhere.
Right.
You can kind of figure out early. And it's all a lead up to Christoph Waltz, who doesn't really come in as this iconic character until later on in the series, later on in the movie.
Sure, I felt like this was a pretty safe Bond movie.
Yeah.
Possibly the safest Bond movie that we've seen of the Daniel Craig
Right.
series. The train scene I thought was great. I felt like the characters, especially the female character, that they were interesting, that some of them were interesting, and then they kind of fall into, their typical beats, just like this movie. It has all of the typical beats. It's pretty predictable. You know what's coming.
It feels good, though. It's like putting on an old pair of blue jeans. You kind of want those little things. You want to see that in a Bond film. And that's
Sure.
the part that really kind of made it stand out a little above average than maybe your average Bond fare.
Okay, what would you give it for a rating?
I feel a little shaken but not stirred. Above par. How about that?
Oh, boy.
Just thought of that. 3.5 out of 4 Joes.
Okay, I'm going to give this 3. To read my review, check out St. Joe Live in Friday's edition of the St. Joseph News Press.
And you can catch me on 99.3 FM and Tuesdays at the Front Row Film Series at the East Hills Library Theater.
Well, thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoy the movie. We'll see you later.
See ya.